Alright, so in this video I want to show you how to draw a 3D molecule. And a 3D molecule, when you look at something like this, it's actually three-dimensional, right? So when you have any kind of a carbon which is sp3 hybridized, it's a tetrahedral. So tetrahedral looks like this, right? So it's actually a three-dimensional molecule, unlike something like sp2, which may be planar. All right, but this one is three-dimensional. So we need to learn how to draw this on paper, because in real life you can see it like this, you know, but we have to write notes and then you have to do homework and you have to draw these molecules out. So how we look at this is like this. The two atoms that I'm holding right now, they are in front of the plane. The red atom is in the plane, and then the white is actually behind the plane. So what we need to do is, when we look at a molecule and try to figure out what is in plane and what is not, is we have to look at it like this. So here is a card that I'm placing right here on the red atom, and you can see that the red and the green and the purple is coming out of the plane, and then the white one is going behind the plane. Now I will tell you one thing, okay? At any given time for any tetrahedral, you're going to have two atoms in the same direction, whether they are in the plane or whether they are going behind. Whatever it is, at least two of them are going to be drawn in the same direction. Okay, so I'm going to just turn this around and show you what I mean. So here, if I just move this like this, if I rotate the molecule like this, and now I place the card, now see what happens. You have the red one and the purple one in the plane, and the white one and the green one. Green is out of the plane and the white one is behind the plane. If this is the plane and that's the front. Okay, you can do it another way, which is twist it around a little bit more, and now the green, that's the front side, that's in the plane, and the white and the purple are now behind the plane, and the red is in the plane. Okay, in the plane meaning something you're drawing on paper. Okay, so that's how the three directions work. Now you can draw the molecule like this also if you want to. Okay, so now you can see these two are in the plane, this is out of plane, this is behind the plane. So you can draw it whichever way you want to. And actually what we do in stereochemistry in this chapter is we try to draw the molecules in all which ways possible, so that you understand that molecules are three-dimensional and that you can be viewing the molecule in whichever direction and still be able to figure out what's going on. Okay, when I draw the molecule myself, I draw it in a particular way. Okay, so my to-go to draw a molecule is like this, okay, which is coming out of the plane, in the plane, behind the plane. Okay, so when you draw the 3D molecule, you have to draw lines, wedges, and dashes. The wedges show that it is coming out of the plane, something is out of the plane. The line shows that it's in the plane, and the dash line is behind the plane. So this is my to-go. Okay, if I have to draw a molecule, this is how I'm going to draw it, just because my mind works that way. Now everybody's minds works differently. Okay, yours might work like this. Okay, mine works like this, that you have two things in the front, one thing at the back. Okay, yours might work like this, where you have, you know, one thing in the front and one thing at the back, two in the plane. How would you draw that? That would be drawn something like this, where you have two things in the plane, right? So you have two things in the plane, one is coming out and one is going to the back. Now when you draw something like this, you have to be careful. Okay, so this is what you're drawing. See, this is what the 3D is like. So the orange one and the green one, they are right behind each other. It's very hard to draw it like that. Okay, so be careful with this. And if you're drawing it like this, okay, now it's going to be hard for me to have the paper and draw it out too, but I'm going to try. Okay, so we know for sure that these two are in the plane. Actually, I'm sorry, I was doing the other way around. Here, okay, we'll just do this one for now. So the white one and the red one are in the plane. Okay, so which means that you draw the two lines, okay, that are in the plane. Now the green one is going behind. The purple one is coming forward. Okay, so if you're going behind, that's going to be the dashed line, and what's coming forward is this one. So that's P, and that's going to be blue. These are not atoms, obviously, because it's not phosphorus and boron, but the purple one and then the blue one. Okay, and then the white one is here and the red one is here. So that's kind of how you're trying to draw this. Okay, and what I want to show you by this is that this is not a cross. Okay, this is, when we look at something in 2D, this is what we see it as, right? So we see the straight line going up and down, and then here so we see something like this, like a crosshair, but that's not what this is. Okay, and in stereochemistry, in this chapter, is going to be really important for us to draw 3D molecules. Okay, so make sure you draw it properly. Get yourself, either a model set or get yourself some silly putty and matchsticks and make yourself a model, because you have to visualize these things, okay, yourself. So anyhow, so this was when you had the green one at the back. Why did I have B for green? I don't know. Okay, here we go. So we had the green one at the back, the purple one coming forward, and then the white and the red. Okay, and I could draw it the other way like this, which is the purple in the front and the red in the front, the green in the plane, and then the white at the back, which is the first structure. Okay, like that. So you can draw it whichever way you want, it doesn't really matter, but the most important thing in stereochemistry is to show the direction the groups are going in. Okay, and we'll talk about that in the next video also, or some of the following videos.